Kuzambala, James Irving here from Bhutan and beyond. Today's Sunday the 7th of August. Quick update on things. We thought today we would talk to you about some of the main searches that Google's receiving on travel to Bhutan. Firstly, the biggest one is, when will it reopen for tourism? Now, many of you will already know this, but Bhutan reopens to general tourism from the 23rd of September this year. And it's more or less business as usual from then. There is a new tax and a slightly different tariff structure for Bhutan from that time onwards. So unfortunately prices have gone up, but that's all part of Bhutan's aim to be a more exclusive destination and to protect their ecology and their culture. The second main query that Google seems to be receiving is, how do I get to Bhutan, or why is it difficult to find a flight? Well, obviously over COVID there haven't been many flights because no one's able to go and visit as a tourist. From last week we started to get enhanced flight schedules on the two Bhutanese airlines for travel from the 23rd of September onwards. To give you an example, we used to enjoy 2 flights a day from Bangkok to Paro. Now it's about 5 flights a week. So flights are coming back for tourist visitors, but at a very reduced schedule. That does suggest that if you do want to make a trip to Bhutan in the next 12 months or so, you should plan as early as you can to get a seat. Easiest way to get to Bhutan? Well, from Australia, New Zealand, Southeast Asia, Japan, west coast of the USA, Bangkok's your best point. As I said, 5 flights a week roughly for the next 5 or 6 months. If you're coming in from UK, Europe, Middle East, east coast of USA, best way to get in there is via Delhi or Kathmandu. Now, Kathmandu, unfortunately, at the moment only has about 1 or 2 flights a week into Paro, so Delhi is probably your better bet. There's about 3 flights a week from Delhi into Paro and back. It does suggest, though, that Bangkok is still the main hub into Bhutan for those where Bangkok is an easy option. Now, the other question that Google has received quite a bit is, what's the climate like in Bhutan? Well, a lot of people think that Bhutan's a very cold place because it's adjacent to the Himalayas. It's only about 9 degrees above the equator. So when you think that on the other side of the Himalaya you've got Tibet, China, Mongolia, Russia, you can see that Bhutan is actually positioned much closer to the equator than a lot of people think. As the valleys that tourist visitors travel through are quite deep valleys, it's only when you're going over high passes between valleys or at a couple of valleys which are higher in altitude where you'll get colder weather. So it's a temperate climate. It enjoys a mild to warm summer, spring and autumn or fall are probably the most settled weather periods in theory, where it's drier, less rain, and still mild temperatures. And the winter season, actually one of our favourite times, believe it or not, is December through to Feb. Yes, it's cold nights, frosty mornings in some valleys, but always dry, clear, beautiful sunny days usually. Only a couple of snowfalls a year really in the western valleys of Bhutan are recorded, so don't get fooled by the fact that it's just by being in the Himalaya area it means it's always cold. It's not. It's actually a lovely place to visit just about all year round. So thanks for listening today, and Tashi Dalek to you all. Talk again soon. Thank you. Bye now.